All right, listeners, welcome back. Buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into a real brain twister.
Ooh, yeah. Sounds intense.
It is. We're talking logic, we're talking paradoxes, the whole shebang. Specifically, we've got this excerpt that claims a statement can be false.
Okay, false. Got it.
But here's the kicker. It also kind of says it can still be true at the same time.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's like completely contradictory, right?
Yeah, it's the whole point. It's a paradox. So that's what we're going to unpack in this deep dive. Can something actually be both true and false?
Man, that's a question that's been bugging philosophers for ages.
Seriously, ages. Like
Yeah.
way back when. But okay, before we go full on philosophy mode, let's lay down what we're working with here. This excerpt, right?
Right.
It throws out this idea that a statement can be false, but also true. Almost like it's messing with us on purpose.
I see where this is going. It's
Yeah.
setting up the classic paradox, that self-contradiction thing.
Exactly. It's like if the statement says it's false
Yeah.
and it really is false, wouldn't that mean it's actually true?
Yeah, and then bam. If it's true, it has to be false because that's what it's claiming.
Whoa, it's a total loop, right? Like a dog chasing its tail, but with truth instead of a tail.
Exactly. It's enough to give anyone a logic headache.
Tell me about it. But, our source doesn't just leave us hanging with this crazy paradox.
It doesn't.
Nope. It actually hints at a possible solution.
Oh, really? I'm intrigued. What's the secret weapon?
Quantum mechanics?
Whoa, quantum mechanics. We're going full on science fiction here.
I know, right? It's wild, but hold on, it gets even cooler. They're specifically talking about these things called quantum Boolean functions.
Okay, I'm familiar with Boolean functions like AND or not, those logical operators, but quantum Boolean
Yeah,
function.
right, exactly. And then there's this whole superposition thing, which sounds like something straight out of Star Trek.
Hold on. Let me jump in here. Superposition is actually a core concept in quantum mechanics. It's this idea that a quantum system, like a particle, can exist in multiple states at the same time until it's measured.
Wait, so it's like, let's say, a coin spinning in the air. It's both heads A and D tails until it lands.
That's a great analogy. It's both and neither at the same time until we observe it and force it to choose a state.
Okay, now I'm seeing how this might actually apply to our logic problem here. So instead of a statement being only true or only false, it could be in this superposition state.
You got it. It could be kind of both at the same time. Now, where those quantum Boolean functions come in is, well, they operate on those blurry, superposed states.
So like they can handle the both at once situation without freaking out.
Exactly. That's why this excerpt suggests quantum mechanics might be the key. If we can apply these quantum ideas to logic statements, maybe, just maybe, we can solve this paradox.
This is seriously blowing my mind right now. But here's another thought. Wouldn't that like completely change how we define truth itself?
You're hitting on a huge point. That's one of the biggest debates going on right now. It's like we've got these two different frameworks, classical logic with its nice and neat true or false, and then this quantum world where everything's kind of fuzzy.
I mean, it seems like classical logic works fine for most everyday stuff, right?
It does, but then you zoom down to the quantum level and things get a whole lot weirder.
So maybe truth, at its core, is just way more flexible than we thought.
Exactly. It's almost like reality itself is a bit more fluid than we're used to.
Wow. So, okay, let's try to sum this all up for our listeners. We started with this statement, right?
Mm-hmm.
This thing that says it's false, but also implies it might be true, totally messing with our brains.
Yep, a classic paradox.
But then we went deep into the quantum rabbit hole, exploring superposition and those crazy quantum Boolean functions.
We did.
And it turns out those might actually help us make sense of this whole mess. It's almost like a new way of thinking about truth entirely.
It really is. And it leaves us with this really big question, something for everyone to think about. If something can be both true and false at the same time, what does that even mean for how we understand, well, anything? Knowledge, reality, the whole shebang.
It's deep, man.
It is.
And that's a wrap for this deep dive. Tune in next time, folks, when who knows what mind-bending topic we'll explore next.
Until then.
See.